My name's Cassie, I'm the fundraising manager at the Archie Foundation and I manage fundraising and partnerships in Grampian. So my day-to-day role can include anything from supporting our fundraisers, organising events for the charity, stewarding our corporate partnerships, marketing, communication with our lovely supporters and sometimes even dressing up as Archie the bear. I went to college and university and studied events management at both. They were an incredibly enjoyable experience, even though it was just events management, which was a very practical element of the course. There were lots of other things involved as well, like marketing, communications, consumer behaviour, and I really enjoyed every bit of it. So when I graduated from university, it wasn't a pandemic, so job opportunities weren't exactly all around us. So I ended up working in a care home as an activities and events coordinator. So I was really happy with that because I was still able to utilise all my skills from college, from university, and basically delivered a whole lot of fun for 103 residents to have during the pandemic when their family and friends couldn't come in to see them. So I drove an ice cream truck, took them out for walks, did quiz nights, bingo, all the rest, even dressed up for them and danced, and they offended me for that quite a lot. After that, I went on to work with a charity as the community engagement and events coordinator, and that charity was specifically focused on friendship and dating support for adults with learning disabilities, called Dates and Mates, and it was another thoroughly enjoyable experience in my career. Following that, I started working here at the Archie Foundation, and I've been here for 2.5 years. Probably interpersonal skills being the biggest one. I think it's a huge jump going from your career as a student, maybe in shop or hospitality, to then going into a workplace. So getting to work with people of all different backgrounds, experiences, and finding out about how you mesh together, and most importantly, how you can utilise all your different skills and experiences to get the best outcome. That's probably the main one. Also, how to apply your creativity to every task you get, because I think it's absolutely there and you have the creativity to explore how you can use it, how you can apply it to lots of different things. Probably the second one. I think there's a huge misconception about sort of practically focused degrees that maybe the likes of events management, I think there's probably a few others that fall into that category, that people I've heard call before your Mickey Mouse degree, which I strongly disagree with, because I think so many of us as young people are forced to fit into this one box, and if you don't quite fit into it, then there might not be a job for you out there. But there's so many jobs out there for people with all different abilities. I feel this one fits perfectly for my abilities. So I think possibly just telling myself to stick at that, and it is a worthwhile degree with a worthwhile career ahead of you. I guess my other piece of advice for other young people, rather than just for myself, but for myself too, but to all young people stepping into their professional career for the first time, is to never lose sight of who you are and what makes you you. Because I think so quickly we leave school, we leave university to go into the professional world. And while it's so important that we always remain professional, I think it's what you bring to a team, your uniqueness, your individuality, that makes you you in that team. So I think always keeping that at the core of what you do. Probably the people that we encounter every day on every level, whether it's the staff that we work with in our team, because everybody here works here because they care and want to make a difference, and there's just so much good feeling and zest amongst a team that all care and want the same thing. So the people in that regard, but then of course the people that we meet who are either patients at the hospital or we support them in another way, they fundraise for us, they donate, they come in, they visit us, any capacity, the people that we meet who are our supporters, I think, are probably the biggest reason, because from the first sentence that they say to us, we become a small part of their story. So for me, I think it's an immense privilege to be even a tiny part of someone's story. and the journey that they go on with Archie or within the hospital or bereavement support, of course. So yeah, I think for me, just being a tiny part of their story is what's the most special thing about coming here.